Recruits, guys, is currently #1 in the world in Clash Royale. It's one of the easiest decks to use. I also think it's pretty fun to play. It's also pretty toxic, so I figured I would run it in today's video. The exact deck that is currently #1. I don't know how Recruits became #1 out of nowhere because I feel like it wasn't something that was particularly OP in this current meta, but maybe it's just because it tends to do decent against a lot of the beatdown decks at the moment, and also Recruits are pretty good against Chef that a lot of people are running. You got the Evo Cage, which is really good against things like the Golem, as well as the Gob Giant, which a lot of people are running, and there's not a lot of people running Lava, which I feel like is really good against the Recruits, so I feel like that helps the Recruits quite a lot. And they're also pretty good against Vines, because I feel like the Vines aren't particularly amazing against them. So those are kind of all the reasons in my opinion. And I wanted to run it in today's video because I was kind of looking to run something that's pretty easy and fun, because I'm going to admit it, guys, I'm going to just straight up say it. I haven't been playing as much the last couple days. You guys saw I actually didn't upload a video for a couple days. I've been uploading basically every single day, I think, for the last like 40 days or something like that. I had to take like a little bit of a break because I don't know, there's just not a lot going on inside of the game right now. The problem is with the lack of global tournaments. I really feel like that's been catching up, because that's been one of my favorite things to stream and play in this game. And now pretty much the only thing to do for the most part is play ladder, because grand challenges, classic challenges are messed up, and then they don't have the global tournaments with the different game modes. And that's something I really look forward to every every month. So it's been a little bit disappointing, but back on the grind now, and he's going to go in for, oh wow, those Evo Skeletons just get taken out really easily. And even though he is going to defend, it's going to force him to have to kind of overspend quite a lot. So that's why I went for the Evo Recruits there. Evo Recruits at the bridge are such a threatening play, especially in single elixir, because they got to deal with all of them, and they're charging, and it's just absolutely obnoxious, as you can imagine. So that's why, even though he defended, well, I mean, it still wasn't great for him. And you guys might be wondering, why does this deck have the Royal Hogs in it, or the Skeleton Barrel rather, instead of the Royal Hogs? It's because you have a faster cycle with the Skeleton Barrel, and there's a lot of good counters in the game to the Royal Hogs right now. For example, like the Evo Cannon. Even though the Evo Cannon would still be decent against the Skeleton Barrel, it's at least an even trade and not an over commitment. So basically the idea behind it is just for the faster cycle. And in this type of matchup, you can see against a bomb tower, it's going to especially be noticeable why it's better to have the, oh nice, it's actually a really good thing the Musketeer locked on that, because the balloon was going to take it out anyway. In this way, the Zappies stay alive. We can go in for a Skeleton Barrel here. If we end up getting a win here, it would really go to show why the Skeleton Barrel is better inside of the deck at the moment, because it allows you to beat buildings without too much trouble. Snowball comes in, and that's going to be pretty decent over there. We still are winning, technically. It's a very small lead, but we are winning. We can go Zappies here, and then probably get Recruits going. Should be good. And then maybe a Flying Machine to snipe the Bomb Tower, which he probably will want to drop. Yeah, there it is. And we definitely want to get a Skeleton Barrel going here. He is going to go in. Can we get maybe a Golden Knight Dash? Oh! Oh! Right on top of the tower. That was brutal, that dash right there. He does get a Snowball going, Flying Machine going absolutely crazy. And just like that, Bar Barrel doesn't even end up coming down at the optimal timing, which means Skeletons get forced out by him. My AC just turned on. I forgot to make sure that was turned off for the video, so I do apologize for that. Hopefully that's fine. Musketeer ends up locking on the Recruits instead of the Flying Machine. A massive mistake by the opponent over here. And things are looking even better at this point now, as we're heading into almost triple elixir. We can just get Zappies going here. Probably get Recruits going on top of the Musk. He actually, wow, I was pretty positive he was going to go Balloon when I split the Zappies there. He didn't, though. That's surprising. Going for a Flying Machine here. We want to get rid of this Musk, ideally, if we can. Evo Skeletons are going to spawn. We do need to go for the Golden Knight Dash. That's going to be pretty decent over there. And he's got to get a Balloon going soon. Buddy is running out of time. Suya. About to see ya later. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm trying to be cringe. We'll go Flying Machine. I'm a little out of it right now, I'm not going to lie. We'll go Cage here, and he is going to get the Evo Musk down on the flying machine. I feel like we're kind of cooking, though. We pretty much just got to have good defense at this point. We got to watch out for the minor chip, though. That could be problematic if we are not careful, that's for sure. We go in for the Cage here, and he is going to get a minor going, so we got to watch out for that. And hopefully we DPS that down in time. Does the death damage come in? I don't actually know if it's... Wait, did we? Let's go! What a win, bro. Wow, I cannot believe we won that. Wow. that was such a close one. Let's go, baby. We would have been absolutely cooked if we had the Royal Hogs, I'll tell you that right now. Because even though he's able to defend the Skeleton Barrel pretty easily, Bomb Tower, when you're running Royal Hogs, no thanks. No thanks. So we'll hop into another match here and see what the next guy's running. I'm surprised it's taking a while to find a match. I'm decently high up, but it's not like I'm top 100 or 200 right now, something crazy like that. I'm probably around top 500 or something like that. Wow, I am not finding a game. What the heck is going on? I didn't want to have to edit out the time it takes to find a match, but at this rate, whatever. We could just yap, whatever. Okay, so here we go. In our next one here against this Japanese player. We do have, at least I'm pretty sure it's Japanese. Maybe it's Chinese, but the Chinese players are supposed to be on the Chinese server, so I don't know. But I do know it's not Korean, that's for sure. So we'll just go for the Golden Knight here, and he's going to go in for the Cage. I guess we could probably just go in for maybe a Flying Machine or something. He's going to go Baby Drag. I was wondering if he was running Recruits for a second, but that kind of answered that question. It's probably going to be something like E-Giant or Golem, if I had to guess, which is quite alright. I guess we could... I hate it when they do this, like, actually. Okay, the Baby Dragon went in front. Does that even... Yeah, he is going to get the King activated. I was wondering if he was going to be able to, but yeah, he actually did get it activated. That's really unfortunate, I'm going to be real. That's going to help him out tremendously. We're going to have to go Golden Knight here to apply pressure and see what he wants to do. He's going to go in for the Cage. I was not anticipating that. Didn't even end up being that great of a play because it just gets taken out pretty easily. I guess we could just go Skeleton Barrel here in the opposite lane. So we know he's got E-Giant. And nice, we do force the Evo out of him, and it's not going to get a ton of value because it's not like he's going to be able to get an E-Giant down. So I'm content with that. I feel like that could be a lot worse. So yeah, we're fine. That could have been worse if he ended up going in for pressure with it. We'll just go Recruits here in the back. Baby Dragon's out of hand, so it could be a little bit of a nuisance for him potentially. I mean, I guess we'll see. E-Giant comes down in the back. I mean, we could go for our Cage on that. Probably in the meantime, maybe we want to get a Flying Machine going in this lane. I think we want to pressure all in the left now that I think about it, because if we do, it's kind of annoying for him, especially because we can just go in for a Cage on top of the E-Giant, and that's really all we got to do. Like, if we just go Cage here, we're defending super easily, and look at that. He just takes all that damage. He just took all that damage. Wow, that's crazy. I wouldn't have done that if I were him. I think that E-Giant in the back was a teensy tiny bit of a mistake. Skeleton Barrel ends up not getting any chip damage because he ended up going for the Skeletons. I was convinced we were going to get it, but we did not. 2 sets of arrows. I don't know. I can't do math right now. I don't know if it's... No, it's not. It is not going to. But he just let that lock on the tower for whatever reason. Don't ask why. I don't know why he did. Wouldn't have done that personally if I were him, but... I mean, hey, to each their own. Just go for the Golden Knight here, get a Flying Machine going. 15 seconds to go. That's going to be a wrap. If you guys enjoyed the video, you already know, like I say every time, give it a like, subscribe. If you guys are not subscribed already, you can use credit code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.